Honestly, this is just the first episode. I'm just going to be talking about who I am and why I'm doing this, not so much the deep stuff. So skip this episode if you want to hear more technical stuff. Great. So my name is Kitchell. If you've never heard of me, you are not alone in that fact. I'm just a senior engineer, like many others, and I'm just a guy. I'm no one famous. I haven't built any big grand systems or anything of that nature. Instead, I'm just a guy who's curious, who wants to learn more about system design and talk to you guys about system design and hopefully get better at it and help others get better at it. At the end of the day, the most important part of this podcast is just to share knowledge and be the best free resource that you can find for system design knowledge and how to scale systems properly. For the beginning part of the podcast's life, I'm going to be focusing on just things that I know pretty well in terms of just scaling systems and researching other things that I may not know and get better at those things. Mostly just talking about like the different points of the system, how to scale it properly, some of the roadblocks you might hit, and ways to avoid them, and also just things that might make your life easier. After that, once we sort of run out of topics in that, I would like to bring on people who have built these big grand systems and talk to them and pick their mind about how they built their systems, the roadblocks that they may have hit, and again ways that we can get better as architects and building these systems by basically just using each other and leveraging each other's knowledge. I'm hopeful in the future that we can break more into talking about interviews and talk about what makes them so interesting. I think one of the most interesting parts about system design interviews for me is that there's no one right answer, I guess. So like building a system is sort of different from engineering in the concept that it's just sort of an art and it's sort of free flowing, whereas like a lot of us engineers, which some may argue that writing code can be an art, but I would argue that it still has a lot of structure, and system design has a lot of free flowing parts and can make things different depending on who's building it, while still also being correct. I guess at the end goal is just building a system that's scalable and handles the load, regardless of the tools that you use. So starting off, I'm probably going to be talking about database scaling and sort of the different parts of databases, indexes, cache, the different cache concepts, and then also talking about like sharding and things like that. After that, I don't really have a game plan for which thing to go into. I do have a poll up on the Patreon that is, it's $1. But, just to sort of give back to anyone who's donating to the Patreon. But the next couple of things we could talk about is something like encoding or messaging queues or load balancing concepts, or basically any sort of strategies just to scale the system. Whatever you guys want to listen to, I'm down for actually talking about and researching. So more about me. I've been writing code for about a decade now. I've been a senior engineer for about 5 years. I have been all over the place in terms of startups, and just trying to cut my teeth and learn from the people that are above me. And I'm hoping that this podcast will sort of act as that for the people that are listening, and hopefully you guys come out of this better engineers, better architects, or maybe you just learn a few things. That's okay with me too. off the bat, I'm going to work on creating a Discord server in the near future. It's going to be totally free, where we can just all gather and talk about knowledge and again, be that sort of source where, we can ask questions and not feel judgment or feel ashamed, asking our higher ups or something like that, or feel stupid. Imposter syndrome, it's a great thing. But yeah, at the end of the day, I just, I want to make this a very nice free resource that is very easy to come into at an intermediate engineering level, and just grow more as you listen. Yeah, so other than engineering, I really enjoy music, pretty much every kind of music you can think of. And yes, I mean that. I mean, like William Onyeabor. Check him out if you don't know him. So yeah, so just music from all over. And other than that, I've been getting into woodworking just to have something to do that doesn't involve my brain and instead involves my hands, and I can sort of turn my brain off and build things terribly and not pay huge consequences for it, I guess. So yeah, so other than that, that's pretty much it. Again, a short little intro for you guys to get to know me and get to know who I am and why I'm doing this. Yeah, at the end of the day, I just hope I can help people learn, and I hope I can help myself, grow and be better at designing systems overall. And even if I, help one person just understand this better, or help 100 people, get a promotion or get a job offer or something like that, then, I'm going to be stoked on that. So always feel free to reach out to me, learnsystemdesignpod@gmail.com if you have any questions or anything like that. I also have, again, I mentioned before, patreon.com/learnsystemdesign. I'm only charging $1 if you just want to talk or, vote on what I'm going to be talking about next. Other than that, I'm going to be creating the Discord server sometime in the next few weeks, and I'll also put that in the episodes, and I'll announce that. Again, as many channels as I can grow and sort of supply and have people that can join and discuss things and be better at things. That's what I'm hoping to do. Other than that, the next episode is coming out February 27th, which is this upcoming Tuesday. And I hope you drop in and listen. I'm very excited to be doing this, and I'm very excited to be a part of this and create this little community. So that being said, this is Benny Kitchell.